Data friends. As you know, my name is Anata Angud, and I will be taking you through a data analytics journey right from the scratch, from Excel down to Python, and then we'll also explore machine learning. So, from today, in this video, we're going to be talking about. Hi, my name is Hanatsu, and welcome to my channel. In this video, we'll be exploring Excel from scratch, Excel for data analysis from scratch. And we'll be looking at Excel basics, how we'll explore the worksheets, and then we will also explore values and formulas in Excel. And we also look at the data formats that exist in Excel and then how to handle create a file, copy, paste, save as paste as special, and we'll be doing that, and then also how you can print your Excel sheet after going through all this. So right now, let's dive in while I load my Excel. So this is the Excel interface. We already have Excel installed. I'm currently using the 2024 Excel version. You could be using an older one, 2026, 2023, whichever one, but any version from 2026 is very fine. It has all the essentials that you need. And if you're using any version below 2016, I will urge you to upgrade the version, update it, right? So this is the Excel interface. I'm pretty sure a lot of you might have used Excel before now, one way or the other, and we're just going to explore the interface for now. So you should know one thing. You should know that Excel is a spreadsheet, and then of course it takes values in rows and columns, and each specify space within the row and column is known as a cell. So yeah, so this is our rows. So the rows are labeled A, B, C to using the alphabetical order, while the columns are labeled numerically. So that's an easy way for you to um, identify, right? And then also, so I'm saying a space within a row and column is called a cell. And then each cell is marked, right? So the first cell in row 1, column A, in row A, column 1, right? We will have it marked as A1, and here will be B1, and here will be C1. So the more you come down here, so the second cell under A, um row A, is A2. So it means the um cell is in row A, column 2, and then it keeps labeling like that. So why one thing about the cells being labeled is that it gives you room to be able to reference. So you can always reference based on their cell value, or based on their cell identification. So this is basically is just like a this is just like a unique identifier, right? So you see, when you click and it shows A1, so this is value. It's highlighting and showing that okay, this is A1. So row A, column 1, right? Then we also want to explore the panes and what are obtainable. So of course, here is the space um, where you can format the font size and font face and font style. And then you can also fill. So you can decide to fill. So you can select a portion and choose a color for that. So this is the fill pane, right? So you fill the color. Here you change your font color. So this, and let's apply red. Yeah, you see that it has changed to red. So use that to apply font color. And then we, of course, the alignment um, here. These are the alignment options, just like you work with every other doc. And then we also have the merger, right? So you can select a collection of cells and merge to be one. So for instance, you can select this and merge them to be one, right? So this is usually very useful if you want to create like a header. So you see that you can't reference it. Yeah. So E2. Yeah, so you see that you can reference it, right? So this is usually more useful if you want to create like header or something, and or a title kind of, I want it to span across, and then use the merger. And we're also going to explore the as I said, data types in so this is where you change. So you remember, know that the way you work with a currency, a value is different from the way you work with a numeric value, and it's different from the way you work with a time value or a plain text. So a plain text or none, you use the general, right? And then, and even numerics, you can use the general, but when you need to apply special numbering functions or numbering yeah, functions, right, then you can set to prefer. You can now set to currency, accounting, or number. Now for the number, okay, so let's do this. So setting to number, and we can decide to use more number options, right? So when we use more number option, then you can customize. For instance, maybe you want it to be in decimal places, you can specify the decimal places, or you want it to appear after commas, like to have like commas, you get. So here you want it to have a specific outline, a specific formatting, right? Then you can specify how you want that to happen. So for instance, let's say we want to take phone numbers here. So let's go back. Let's go back. So let's say we want to take phone numbers here. Right. So phone numbers in Nigeria, and this format 0813875 658 9. So it's supposed to be 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's add one extra number. And so we will get to further formatting, but let's just do this. So you can see that the 0 is automatically not there, right? So we want to format in such a way that we have all our values, all the numeric values entered to appear. So go back. So let's do apply that for the entire column, for the entire row, so that we don't custom, and then we can say we want so we don't want it to fractional. Mm. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11. Hmm. So let's enter another 091. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11. So can you see that it auto stays? So we specified the number of digits that should always be here. You see that we can easily have this. And let's also now imagine that we're taking financial figures instead. Right, we can just change to currency, right? And yeah, so you can now pick the currency you want and change. So because we're in Nigeria, we might still want to use Naira sign. Okay, so say we want to use Naira sign, but of course it's number that we so let me format it back because it's phone number, right? So go back to custom. We want it to be plain number, and then the length, so you want it to be 11, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so we have it this way. So you see how it's very easy, right? Then yeah, so that's what number works. So we'll say this here, we want to be a date data type. Supposed to have an option for long or short. So let's do this. I don't know which is it. So we have 18, 12, 23. Mm, mm, okay. Okay. So 12. Okay, so the 2025. So this is the long date for um so So let's change it to short date. So you see the short date will have yeah, so see the format for the short date. So this is 2nd March. Second March 2096, 2396. This is 4th February. Right. So that's how you work with the format, um, data format. Now, yeah, so we've explored all of this. Of course, you can also set numbers. You can also set a colon to percentages. Your value you want to enter in percentage, and then you also set the so maybe here is 80. See, it's auto. So even when you want to calculate, so maybe you want to calculate value of so maybe 3. So you want to know what percentage of this is here, right? Remember, percentage is the value times 100, right? So so this divide by this, no, this, mm, so this divide by this. Yeah. So ordinarily, you know that we're supposed to do this value here, 100, this value here. So yeah, we're supposed to do this value 100 divide by 300, 3000 times 100, right? To convert it to percentage. But because we've set the format here, it auto multiplies it with the 100. Okay. So yeah. So because we've set the format for this place to be percentage, so it cuts out where we need to multiply by 100. It just you just input your calculation, and um it's automatically run the rest for. So okay, yeah. So let's have here 100. So there's a value 100 divided by 3000. Yeah, so it happens this way. So so yeah, so you can always change your data format from state the data format of um the uh column or row that you want to enter. Right. So after that, let's also of course, as a data analyst, you're going to be working with data. Sometimes you get your data already sourced. Sometimes you might need to be the one to um generate your data. So probably from manual records, you need to transfer them to digital formats using data entry methods to do that. So what you do, so let's try to input data. So here maybe we're taking survey of students. So students So ID, we could do that. Then the university they attend, um, the level, course they attend, and maybe their CGPA. We could do that. Yeah. So we could now enter. So this is student one, university. Maybe this is in Apple. And this person is 1100, and they're studying. Okay, so do you see that because I didn't undo the format, right? So it's converting it to date time. So let me set all to general. General, great. Then course, let me say CS for computer. CGPA is still fresher, so it's maybe like 4.5. Mm, mm. Then two we have um maybe what's the name, Affair Babalola University, and this one is 300 level. Also studying computer science, and it's on 3.99. Yeah. So we also have four, this is three, same unit and it's in 400, it's medicine. The 3.57. Okay. So we have these data entries like this. So you can keep entering. And yeah. So you can decide to, of course, so with this you can copy, you can use the keyboard shortcut Control X to copy, or right click and copy. Control X to cut, sorry, and then maybe transfer to a new sheet here, or you want to change the position from here to here. So let's undo. So you can copy, and so copy, of course you know what copy does and what so you choose how do you want to paste. You want to generally paste, so you want to paste formulas, or formulas and the numbers. So here we don't have any formulas, we have only the case. So you paste, sorry. Okay. Yeah, so we don't have any formulas. So if we had formulas and we didn't want the formula to show, we could have stated code to paste as special. So it would keep only paste only the text and the leave out it will paste only the text and leave out the formulas, right? So those happens when we've done this thing, but then of course there's no formula here, right? So we get to do this, and yeah. So also I forgot to show that now when you open an Excel, the entire Excel is called the workbook. Now, inside the workbook, we can create multiple sheets. So you see, we have sheet one, sheet two. You can create multiple sheets within an Excel worksheet and an Excel workbook, right? So this gives you room to say maybe do a task, a particular task for a particular kind of for a particular collection in one space, right? So that you can easily track all um, work that is related to a particular project in one workbook, right? So you can always create multiple worksheets here, but I will delete this worksheets because we okay, I could leave it, we'll use it in the future. Yeah, so this is how we gotten here. And say maybe you want to um print, for instance. So go to file, print, um so you select, but if you notice here that it's a blank sheet, but we want the grid lines to show. So we'll go back. Okay, so we've set our grid line and then you can print. Right. So there's something I also noticed here. So you go back to sheet. So let's say for instance you had a header or you had a a part that you want to always repeat in at the top in front of every sheet, right? So you specify. So where is that? Print titles and column to repeat at the left, rows to repeat at top. So you see, you can supposed to lead, so when you click, supposed to lead you and then you select the column or row that that you want to to always be like the header, right? To repeat on every new page, and then we can print. So voila, we've explored the Excel interface today, and in the next video we'll be looking at how to explore basic formulas. So in the next video we'll be looking at basic formulas and operations in Excel. We'll be looking at mathematical functions, logical function, date, time function. So all the functions and lookup functions that exist, how you can manipulate data. You can manipulate your worksheet, right? You We are going to learn that in the next video. So stay tuned. Drop any topic that you think you need me to highlight more in the comment section, and I might just make a video around that. Thank you.